So we be sex na protecting with condoms so obesanya
condom nye proof go bi anyare da condom mo bi mfa ne ho to condom so enu nti no mo de ahye mu trimu adwama na dɔɔso no condom enye full proof
intimacy from HPV
enye 100% ebetumi asave 70% 30 no oyiwa yes say maka example bi a kyerɛ sɛ obi one ne mpana bɛda wo de condom ne tare ho tere enso ba na nyɛmɔyɛ akuni bleeding between menstrual periods obabu ne nsa senka ne cycle no eko endi a
asana fofra
samba wedie obu ne nsa na any 2 weeks no asan abu ne nsa bi
me no obi a bosom ya twice kora
enye tambia na cervical cancer
okay
symptoms ni bi
okay
nti ede na be mo obehu se bia na enye bia sebe hospital
okay
so I'm not saying say obia between periods bia cervical cancer na bremu no one of the symptoms nti se wo hu sansa nkyerene na ento wadwenem
alright
na nkoka se koko. The New England Journal of Medicine study said that the risk was almost 9 times higher for people who reported oral sex with more than 6 partners. HPV infection is the cause of the majority of cervical cancers, and 80% of sexually active women can expect to have HPV infection at some point in their lives.
Cervical cancer.
Yeah, Ghana so I common. A fatal disease. A atoirenchem. Ebeto oba. Na ne request ni ntina yebedi ne nkomo yi afa cervical cancer. Ma menka bibi free Women's Encyclopedia of Natural Medicine.
Natural medicine, yeah.
Me say ma me fan kire tie for mo social media. Na ya na wahwehwe copy na wato. Unya sa ngoma we bi kita. Prof bebo wo kwame bire so professor bi or professor of gynae.
Okay.
Gynecology. Ono na wone wo ma kan ho. Etrosa encyclopedia. Na science encyclopedia you kind page 31 chapter 3 okay. Caption is cervical dysplasia cervical dysplasia no eno na a precede cervical cancer
okay
so
eno ba sana cervical cancer
yes,
ba
eno changes in the surface cell of the cervix ebetimi aye cancer cervix no menka ni twi say no mate ase wa wode ne kwan ano so kwan na lead to awode no meka ni twi sa na o mate ase enye sebe mpraduasa wo ba no enye wo ba no wo ba ne nko na wa wode ne kwan no so enko hono ne cervix no
okay
nti say ensesaye bi ba with the surface of the cell honam no cover cervix no ensesaye bi ba mu a na etimi ebedan ebetimi abaye precancerous etimi bedan cancer
okay
and yes e be friend of cervical dysplasia and no always precedes the cervical cancer nti with the search chapter yi encyclopedia and the search chapter 3 eka eno ho asem ene cervical cancer ho asem na obehya se no ti asem kan yo se cervical cancer presently ranks third in cancer deaths of American women. It ranks third in cancer deaths of American women, although it remains the leading cause of death from cancer among women in developing countries. So I say, the leading cause of death from cancer among women in developing countries like Ghana, but who do America memoir, the third, rank third in cancer deaths.
Okay.
So you can't. Cancer deaths are breast cancer, ne ovarian cancer, ne endometrial cancer, cancer who do nyina keka bomwa cervical cancer na otoso third
ekuni papa
cancer ekuni pa wa America man enye mema ema na ye wo mo iti ekuma ne pa wa America migidi yesa menka se papa no ko cancer encyclopedia na me de we e confirm do okan se odika me pa wo America na yese wo mo ne wo the best form of medical technology no wo mo mpo na edo mo se wura yi eku wo mo yi na wo ba developing country a
edo mo se wura
edo wo mo edo ma ne se wura eku wo mo pa na wo ba developing country te say ye no mo a yenya hu ye ho ani wo do hwe ahanso eye ohawa meka ne se eye man made
oh sir
eye man made ya na ekoso
cervical cancer no
ya na ekoso
how
dia ma meka se ya na ekoso no se ye behwe enema de ba
okay
it is ye hwe enema na de ba ena mi gina so ka se eye yen
ena ye koso
ena ye koso so ho na cervical cancer no katachi ma menka symptoms be mi ensabi
okay
ana sense ne a oba ebetimi
edi ehu se
obetimi aye bia
okay
nyese ye bia obetimi aye bia and can show symptoms in other words na hyase no en show symptom bia enyin sankyere ni bia ekosi se yade no obe progress
oh
ana se be konanim so ho enko nanim dia en show symptom bia
I see
ana se unya sankyere ni bia nyina so nti betimi awo ba ho enso na en show sankyere ni bia tentam demum eko nanim bibra e progress ko nanim kakra ansana symptoms no
okay a show
na start say show about kuni bleeding between menstrual periods
oh
obabu ninsa
yeah
senka ne cycle no eko endia
ansana for
samba wedi obu ninsa na any 2 weeks no asan abu ninsa bi
yeah me no obi abosom ya twice kora
enye tambia na cervical cancer
okay
symptoms ni bi
okay
nti ede na be ma obehu se bia na enye bia sebe hospital
okay
so I'm not saying say obia between periods bia cervical cancer na bre mumu no one of the symptoms nti se wo hu sansa nkyerene na ento wadwenem
all right
na nkoka se koko de motu anamon nti bleeding between menstrual periods one. The second, bleeding after sexual intercourse.
Okay.
So we know how can you share we? Mo share we any moja ba enye good sign. To an amoko hospital. They co complaining. Omunim the necessary examination mo be ye.
Okay.
En kasa ukunu na na sa o partner no ne be ma na ewa ana eso. Ana eho odin se dade en atwitwa emfa hye wutiri mu saa ensese wo ba ene be ma hye awia emoja tu no
okay enye papa nti se wo bleed after sexual intercourse wa emfa nko herbal clinic ko hospital na gynae fo no enye proper examination na yen kan kiro se wo bleed the infection bi keke or fibroid or this what net na ho etete rob ehihye wase ya de asembeba
esisi la kakaduro di tuetua ubenya program because bleeding after sexual intercourse no one of the symptoms of cervical cancer
okay
and there with me who unusual discharge bi or ha na sebe enema bi fifiri wase pie so ho eno so enye sign papa
okay.
And then painful or heavy period ubunsa wo bre eba nso a eba pa eba
okay
painful or heavy period sa sign we mu gina no etimi symptoms for cervical cancer
okay
etu hu sansa nkyere ni we na eto ato aso a emohu so obekɔ hospital ene nkosusu hu nkyerɛ wo yɔnko baa bi ɛmo nkonka kase menumoduro bi nso gina to aso ana enkogina pharmacy shop enko kan kyerɛ pharmacist sese no wonder obeton adura ma ana emfrɛ herbalist bi we emfa herbal wo ho Fako hospital ne establish wie
that's right
asana betu the nurse and ama what because cervical cancer e fatal e ya toyire nkyem e to oba you are finished
ne say den ho
e beku ase ne say den ade ni beku kuma beku ne man ye hu no
yeah
se wa hu da mi kire ha now e dien e ne deba a doctor for ayo mu hwehwe mu ene ma e deba no you find risk factors baako sexually transmitted infections
okay
a bit say HIV and a herpes the torso multiple sex partners and is so oba face and ho fe a meme body ne so or hips ne torso so obegina social media na ye bonyo mano oda to panam we buni jey oda to pana me buni jey na obuni sisi mu jenjen a unya hweo obe attract me ma mo utirimba ye wode na mom effect ne say multiple sex partners eka one of the risk factors ya e mama bin mutiminya cervical cancer
is it that do infection and multiple partners na enye
some make kamba
okay
me ba be kire no mu ha ma wate ase pepepe
Martin
into multiple sex partners oba o partners o mpana ye more than one and now they will see be hook up sikanti da ko ni timi me ma enan da enum da wonya hwio o prepare wo ho for death early death
wow
because e betimi am wonya cervical cancer na ma kire mu wo ho ena oba was started sex in term
okay
14 15 12 no much as here pem are dangerous that is sexual intercourse before 18 e maba will be brave because of that no omo nam so benya cervical cancer
na adinta
enchire mu ni baba me keka wi ana me de kakaraka na ba be wono no ato ho ase dit wo de steam wo ho
mate
kenio enti sexual intercourse before 18 inti marijuana moko akwa musa kokono no panin samfo no 11 12 13 no almost 36
there be a 15 ba no ho soso
nya wo ho esoso no na ye ka nya wo ho esoso no aha
okay we did
the atoso emprewa awo
okay
research ya a kire se ema ba wana wo mo antwen anyini na 11 no wanyem 12 no wanyem 13 no wanyem dodo na ne mpanin fies utiminya cervical cancer
wow
utia ha
utie
de toso eye ma na wo monom cigarette no
okay
and then nutritional deficiency no munni nuane papa natural food na mudidi na mudi no meka mudidi na mudi no mo amfa bi nkeka ho utia ha
tipa
de toso kwatachie
ana
yewo eniema bi a enne ema no apply a esunsunsu aso no enye ma wo mo baako eye ye fene spermicide
na no yede
omo wo spray bi o di spray na se obeya sexy a
oh okay
de beye na ontimenyam
for prevention
sa spray ahodo ni nyina na research achese because of the chemical content of sa niema no ama mane dodo na nam so enya cervical cancer
spermicide
because most of these sperms no are carcinogenic. I mean most of these substances no are carcinogenic. And then so no woman spray ahodo or this spray said the onyam the this spray said the hobeye ni hwam do sa na ma hunu sa eso bi di benya ne mfaso kese ba ko ewo mu a ebe ansa ne awo busa ame no eye HPV HPV human papilloma virus
okay
human papilloma virus and no, it is transmitted through sexual intercourse. Any oral sex.
Okay.
It is a human papilloma virus, no? Eyi ba kwa enam so ma ema bebre enya cervical cancer. Katachie, ma menko back to Women Encyclopedia of Natural Medicine. Me read it from page 31.
Okay.
Wada matie. Was say cervical cancer is virtually always preceded by cervical dysplasia. Demidi kankai. Tiahao afeti human papilloma virus is the most common sexually transmitted infection in the United States, and about 75% of the U.S. adult population has been exposed to HPV, human papilloma virus. Now, fortunately, the majority of genital HPV infection can be treated when detected early.
Okay.
Who detected in Tamwa? Cervical cancer and dysplasia, genital wax, and the rest are caused by human papilloma virus, which is sexually transmitted. Virtually, 100% of cervical cancer is caused by HPV, human papilloma virus. Inti adopter for one catch us all your bar, te call for regular pap smear.
I don't know day.
And no normally check it, say you are in precancerous situation.
Okay.
Almost be detected evidence of precancerous. Ewo service wo into kwa wo mo device bia wo mo de beye do mo de beye.
Okay.
No mo de ahwe ehu se sebe baby a wugina na nya papa. And no mo friend pap smear. Okay. Check you say a matter ye. And that's what baby a office say we yes is very active. We yes is very active no. E hia so be check it.
Pap smear.
Yeah, pap smear.
Pap smear.
Pap smear.
Okay, pap smear.
Ka je mpacho utie me. Enti wo hwa ha sa HPV no. E na edi akotene e wo ye fe ne say cervical cancer yade num. Ne cervical cancer pe na e cause o. Me hwehwe mu a me ye wo yade ahudo bibiri ho a it is associated with the human papilloma virus. Yade ni bi ni say ana cancer. Se cancer ebeye wutunu mu kwan no.
Yeah, ana cancer.
Yes. And the sign it is also associated with cervical cancer. And then the first say penile cancer.
Okay.
Na cancer ya wo bear man or vaginal cancer or vulvar cancer, any genital wax. Sa human papilloma virus no. Cancer hodo a itimi cause ni. Esa cause genital wax.
Okay, na say nyina enemu na ya na eba.
Wo say
through sex and obinya sa ya de no.
Better.
Okay, nti me question is say. So we be sex na protecting with condoms so obesanya.
Condom nye proof ko bi anyare da. Condom. Mo bi mfa no ho to condom so. Enu nti no mo de ahye mu tirimo adwama na dɔɔso no. Condom enye full proof.
Intimacy from HPV.
Enye 100%. Ebetumi a save 70%. 30 no. Oyiwa. Yes. Say ma kan example bi a kyerɛ say obi one ne mpana beda wo de condom ne tare ho tere enso ba na nyemoye. Into deny to see a wo abofra na ni picture na da hoyi na busuafo picture. Ansa na okoje obusa doctor ne say na me ne da
so how possible
condom me ensa ne taso na say woni mu ne awoka for lack of knowledge man people perish.
And then nkyire mu ne say doctor na nkyire mu ne say
ni nkyire mu ne say sperm no nye nsuo na egogu condom no mu na ekonye ma oba
no de wo hia
sperm na ye de mo fe ne nkwamwa no spermatozoa no wo ti wo neck wo tail wo mo dɔɔso
ye badano so na ankom na egu condom no
ba ku pie besene koe ba ku bi owo mu a wo ye mpani nsam pie
go fa go going
so eti enye nsuo no on se tina obabu ase meni mi kunu da ne nsuo ni nyina besere na ona ka se nsuo ni na ekonye mo
okay
enye nsuo no mu na mo ana wo ena moa no so dia me yusu moa montemase because omo ye life
enkwa moa no
wo mo ti wo mo wo kon mo ti wo mo nyam wo mo tail wo mo na ekwa kosi oba ne kosua na oba na anyama no enti saa enkwa moa se ne wo ka no wo mo in their millions ti be ma no oba dana ne ho ba na oyi be 1 teaspoon na enkwa moa na wo be buru 20 million oni machine hwa na be hu ne ma free wa yasi pie eno Kenya mekese ya no makaka ho ensuo ketekete na ise condense milk na anase emole ya tegu atre so no
se efiri mema ho ba no he woni memo na wo mu na ho mo se Yakopon wo so I see
na so amo no nyina so no they are manufactured in your shwa no wo shwa no mu no ye manufacture wo mo ti shwa nsensen ho kwa o
kan brofo oja
edi pa o the mechanic brofo de what you say la me ka mikro gas as kind of brofo so shwane sense won wo adwuma yelo sense wo kwa o enya basre don what you say enumu na ye manufacture sperm no
okay
it insuo na eba ne de eno no na sperm no de nante
okay
insuo na de sperm na eba nti wadwene kire wo se wa hye condom a nti you 100% full anya no kore abo ni bisiniki fa ho pe okwa kwanyem oba
yare nso so a wanya
yare nso wanya ene se go bi anyare o STI no ahodo a aspirin ko na benya bi yesu kon so munya ni serious iti yemfa ye ho ntoso iti doctor for na be ka kire say open kwade a so total abstinence you abstain from sex ena wuntimi ultimate anu apedo kan no kore ba ko na wotare ho
okay
ana wa hwe do kan no kore ba no aware no wadwe no ho na aso be chinchini dia etu de hawre ho samu wose multiple sex partners enenso ne man di tu omo ho wo se eye musuo se oba betena be ma ba ko ho
asamo
just wo esuro nyame committed Muslims committed Christians and obetare be ma ba ko ho dodo na multiple sex partners oni we obema we oni na twempono na mani sika tompaboa you another bema o mani sika koye ni ti you another bema o mani sika yese tini mpana bebre ebi nso nhyeden kipu bema ba ko wa bese ni pebi obepene
oh really
bi de no
I see
obi abese ni pebi o he na kakra wo ho a ese opene ono won kipu bema wonye hookup ba o chen hookup
e man bi tisa
sanu kwara common
ntida
wonu wa na adwe se on kipu be ma ba ko enti wo se ne pa
obepene
bia na ateka papa mu se wo ka fefefe ujina ya fe hello can you give me your number no dia ma won tentem
okay
wo kwa na friends wo me wonu kwa mebusa se na ate he
obeba
wo no mu kipu be ma ba ko dia there and yesa wo man na wo mu pictures wo mu agents wo various hotels agents inti abon wo ho no picture wo mu inti expatriate an kofo tutu kwan aba na opo da hotels na opo oba ne nada no ye de abon ne kire wa picture bi ni akofa ya frɛ no aba obeba no so abaji ne dollars no ko almost ebi nso de no ebi squad
wo
ene wo almost so a ono a wasi ne fie wotu kwan kwa brochire ba be si fie o fie kama wasi se wo ne car bi kura V8 kese bi no dem ono so no wo mo no mema ne ye class for
okay
wo ho ene ono a ne be drive wa ko ne fie wa charge insu abedware nyina bibia bomu ba ko no waje wo mo charge dollars
I see
ento ono a drive wa ko ne fie ho amo akoye to no watua dollars ono wonim pena bia
okay
wa bobra wo dan wo V8 kese ne wo ya no ito mo big clubs no ne ade ma sa ni ma koso ne ne bete
no ma ko ne ma minim ho hwe
sa wa mo use agents or hotels kwa some dem ye come and school for kwa ne dos
I see
yeah school for ne dos because oba why wa so obe wa ne ka ho
wo
wo bruna ya ase ya later mo akoye ne wedding na wo di veil white akata ni ti
ze uhu ne ho da
cheza
virgin
dear when you virgin be ware
samo
you may kiss the bride. Only bride and I will kiss the God will say as I'm now told that we oh kataje ningi na ka ho it was multiple sex partners multiple e ho hia me because so many abrebo because e yade ekum e yade ekum amanfo the next so we hu virus wa odi akotini ompa virus benya
HPV
better HPV no edi akotini wo cervical cancer mu dia na etimi cause cancer se ahodo te se anal cancer penile cancer vaginal cancer vulvar cancer genital wax ne de keka ho dia ene tie ehwehwe mu bia John Hopkins University for yeah John Hopkins University one of the leading medical school in the world katatie enye school ketwa and a New England journal and so ede asamkro ya betuja na almost said there a virus contracted through oral sex is the cause of some throat cancer says US scientists. HPV infection was found to be much stronger risk factor than tobacco alcohol use. The Johns Hopkins University study of 300 people found. The New England Journal of Medicine study said that the risk was almost 9 times higher for people who reported oral sex with more than 6 partners. HPV infection is the cause of the majority of cervical cancers, and 80% of sexually active women can expect to have HPV infection at some point in their lives. The Johns Hopkins study took blood and saliva from 100 men and women newly diagnosed with throat cancer, which affects the throat, tonsils, and the back of the tongue. Now, people who have more than 5 oral sex partners in their lifetime are 250% more likely to have throat cancer and cervical cancers.
Whoa.
Whoa. And as I say, we more promote oral sex. Social media. Ye promote to say chaka chaka chaka. Guys, nina winya obana ne ketrema esinase.
And 250% likely.
Yes. Inti wo obana na abenya cervical cancer. Or office when ya mema no mema ne de ono wetime nya throat cancer. And obesa ye jimi.
Obe jimi.
La vida beba tafre ma se de nya we da me yiso amawara no.
Obe jimi.
Yeah, o leke of to tafre obasia. Waje wo strength. Okay. Waje wo power. Waje wo energy. Waje wo dignity.
Oh, okay.
Simple. Waje wo strength. Waje wo power. Waje wo energy. Waje wo dignity. Wo tafre obasia. Ti wo tisha na yase na ho ye ne sero se hwini TV. O mobro. What the power and strength in the hear me? Say o hear dey na hear me.
Say HPV no akofo nya free. Ne cancers na ekoso no.
And na HPV no spread do na through oral sex. HPV infection is the cause of the majority of cervical cancers, and 80% of sexually active women can expect to have HPV infection at some point in their life. The Johns Hopkins study took blood and saliva from 100 men and women newly diagnosed with oral cancer, which affects the throat, the tonsils, and the back of the tongue. The New England Journal of Medicine study said the risk was almost 9 times higher for people who reported oral sex with more than 6 partners. Enti wo oba no ompana nya baako obeme bia person tafre wa say we nya obi ama emre no so a
obenya cancer
ya hwehwe me
Nana obi de bi e ka de ho
I fan ka ho ma me
o say good evening Kata, what Nana is saying is 100% true. I am an Uber, boat, and etc. driver, and I have a lady client who is a professional lawyer who also works at the hotel as a hookup booking. And Tina say, "Oh, your lawyer there so book no."
Oh, na say Edman hotel hono. A school for one professional and a dozen. Agents no big hotels no kita abono. It will register upicha kura wumbi. Sa oba otua commission. And he said, "Obi free Dubai aba business partner oba be da hotel A obi free expertise in the door so. Ohia oba near the abona chere no. No otua do betua.
na sani pa na waba unim ne health status de
santi na ye wuntem no sa wonnim na ne koda sikanti and the school for ne more professional nurses and doctors and because omo charge dollars. Yeah, omo charge dollars.
Wow.
Minimia me namfo no mu ye bi. Itina me de ne den ka no. Mia me namfo. Omo benya sika and so this omo life are miserable.
Obrana say,
oh no mo fe. Stabra kra me ka se me pe omo ntwe ma me. This all the omo che me kra me. Omo spy.
And I've run so.
Oh, my spy.
And you fancy.
As no my home fan. Oh, you want no mudina no. They got the money, but today they are not happy. What ya hana say? Eti was say oral sex, particularly with multiple partners, is now the leading cause of throat cancer. HPV, human papillomavirus infection, are the primary risk factor for this type of cancer. And one say oral throat cancer no. HPV corona ne san cause sa HPV corona ne san cause cervical cancer and na dodo na enye free oral sex it na edienti na now America na ye the lead the third leading cause
oral sex ne cause of
aye common atiesi Ghana for so ye omo ni che ho asofo no su preachi montafre masse ye nya asofo mbetna social media wonti bi da
mete
enti go asofo ndika wo to buku sua ade
ka be boa
asna obeki kan de o kan ya
na me fa wonsi
o de masi
nyam pech na ento aso
sa
ai
okay
nyam sha be pre
mati ase
ya da ase nyam pech na be adwuma center na
oh Friday me adwuma pa kwa de watchna o say me starting term
that's right
because me point am akoba bi
nyam sha be pre
oduma kuma de yen kwache yen ya
okay all right
say yantimi kura am kire prevention na utwede amponyankopon de yankwache ne ba na suiki
ye be kire
enema ebeboa mba no nyese bia okoye oral sex na multiple no yusu dabi bo baby ayo ba wo kunu wo ye active sex because we need multiple sex partners kura wo ye oba de
me bi atimi si
yeah no what start yusu sa na ma no
yeah that's it thank you very much okay I wish I had a medicine. Say thank you very much. We didn't catch a chimney, Producer Daddy Mas, Mr. Samuel Beneso. What na no could you Ntim Barimah can or don't for my best share.